Hello, pile number 1. Tonight we are going to make a reading that was as well requested before, and this is going to be on the topic of your future marriage frustrations. So one person asked me to do this video, and I was thinking in which way I could form it, and I decided that we are going to little bit spread the possible frustration in your future marriage, and then we are going to also see what are the solutions to these frustrations, because just seeing the frustration doesn't give us a lot of useful information. Yes, we can know where the issues could maybe be, but we cannot see what we can do to resolve them and how we can manage with those things. So I'm going to open oracles now, and we are going to see literally what is the solution for every frustration, and we are going to read these cards again differently, pile number 1, and we are going to try to pull out as much as we can concerning informations, because I think this topic is very interesting topic. That is why I decided to actually do it, and I also think that it is necessary to know. It could be very useful, it could be very beneficial. So let's see your cards. 8 of Wands, okay. 10 of Cups, 2 of Swords, King of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. Okay. Foresee, synchronicity, manifest, strength, and inspire. Okay. So pile number 1. One of the first frustrations that I see within this marriage is that both of you want to be in charge in a way. So it could be that in the beginning of your marriage, there is some kind of power game between two of you, because both of you want to have the last word, or both of you want to be the one who is going to decide about some things. And it's almost a feeling that like nobody wants to give up their own. If there is some kind of situation where you need to make agreement between two of you, and you're not agreeing, you want one thing and they want other thing, it will be a little bit, at the beginning, it will be very hard for two of you to find a mutual ground, because you will not give up from your ideas and they will not give up from their ideas either. So this is what I see as a little frustration over here, because it seems to me that both of you will have quite strong visions what you want, not only connected with the marriage that you are in, but also from life, from people, expectations, desires, and so on. And you will both want to have the other person on board with you and together with you on the same side. You will want to have them on the same side. However, you will be quite different, so your opinions and views will sometimes really, really differ from each other. And that is where you really need to be careful. With this Foresee card here under, I can tell you that your advice of resolving this is that sometimes we need to let things just happen by themselves, because even if we think that we need to regulate something and we need to control something, at the end, what it needs to happen will happen. With this card, this is a card of karmic events for me. These steps are always for me a sign, like everything will be how it needs to be, and everything will happen how it needs to happen. And despite what we do or what we decide or how we behave, at the end of the story, everything is going to be the same. So what's the point of this power fight between two of you? No point. Because whoever wins, you will be staying at the same side. You are in marriage after all. So it is basically pointless. And advice for you is here that sometimes you need to remember this thing. You need to remember that everything is going to happen at the end how it needs to happen, in one way or another way. And sometimes we really need to be the one who are going to a little bit step out, or, you know, let the other person have their own way. So we don't have to always have our own way. Of course, the other person will have to make this same effort as well, so that the relationship would be balanced. We cannot be the only ones who are always going to put ourselves aside or down. With this 10 of Cups, I can tell you that your challenge is going to be as well that maybe from time to time it will be overwhelming. I have a feeling like maybe things are gonna go too good to be true. And I know this sounds very weird, because why that would be a challenge? Now some of you will ask. But I think that exactly you, pile number 1, who is here, I think that you know what I'm saying that, because I think that maybe you are not used to things going very well. And maybe in your past, in your experiences, in what you have been experienced in your life, maybe when everything will be fine and perfect and great, you will have that feeling of maybe doubt. Like it is really too good to be true. I have that feeling. I have also a feeling that some of you don't know how to completely embrace happiness. So for some of you, it's going to be challenging. And again, if somebody would listen to this from outside, that would maybe be weird for that person, but not for you, because you will probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If your whole life you had struggles, and if you didn't have those happy moments where nothing wrong is happening, you need a time of adjustment. It could be very hard to adjust to it, no matter how weird it sounds. With this synchronicity card, we see that we need to let things happen and try to mimic our vibe to the vibe of our surroundings. So in other ways, let yourself be happy and let yourself be without trouble. No matter how weird that will be, but it will be something that will be at the end very, very positive for you if you open yourself up. And for many of you, I see that there is also a fear of opening up. And this is something that you will have to overcome so that you could make this synchronization with your partner and with the overall universe. So moving to this 2 of Swords, again, a very similar vibe like a first card. I see that both of you are competitive people. So both of you want to be the first, the best, maybe both of you want to be in a way right. Again, I see this same thing. And I think that you will have little arguments with each other, but I also see this very positive and friendly vibe within these 2 people. So it seems like they don't look angry. If you look at their face, you will see that they are a little bit even smiling. You know, their face is like with a little bit with a smile, like it's challenging. They're challenging each other. To me, it looks like 2 friends, 2 people that know each other very well, and they're teasing each other. So it could be that this will be something in your relationship that will be present. But I also see that positivity of this is that if you take it in the right way, then it will actually push you and motivate you to manifest some things in your life. If you let your ego to rule you, then you're going to offend, and then you're going to be mad, and then you're going to make this silent treatment, and things are going to go off the road. But if you actually become aware that both of you have that character, and that it is actually something that you do with love, despite it is teasing, despite it is argumenting, then you will be actually able to use it for your own good and to manifest something that in other circumstances you could not do. Moving on this King of Pentacles, I can say that a little bit frustration could be that one of you, and this I cannot say with certainty because this is general reading and I am catching many energies. So it can be you or your partner. I cannot say now exactly whom, but it could be that one of you is earning more than other one. So it could be that one person is bringing more money into the house, into the family than the other person. And this could also create a little bit of frustration, because if that is your partner, you will feel that maybe you will feel less valuable because you're not contributing. Or if it is not your partner, if it is you, then you will feel your partner not being, worth enough like you. Maybe that feeling could arise, like I'm doing everything and they are not doing how much they should do. Or they are doing everything and I feel helpless because I cannot help them. So one of those two scenarios are possible here within this card that I feel. And how to overcome this feeling or this frustration, we have this Strength card under. And this Strength card is actually a very beautiful card. And this is a card that tells us that in the time of the struggle, in the time when we are on this boat and we are moving through this powerful storm, we don't know how it is going to end, and we don't know if these waves are going to pass us by or they are going to, put us down and maybe drown us in this ocean. So we don't know how this scenario is going to happen. And when we are in the storm, we are in a way blind. And this is definitely metaphor for all hard situations in life that we are going through. So what you need to remember that despite there will be a moment when your partner will earn more or you are going to earn more, that doesn't mean that that person worth more or you worth less or the other way around. The thing is that you are in the same boat and you are going through the same storm. So it doesn't matter who is bringing more material wealth, because there is not only that plays a big role when you're thinking about going through storm. There is a strength is here with a reason. It is because somebody can bring the money, but the other person can bring that stability, that emotional, mental strength that is needed. With money, okay, yes, you can buy things can be easier, definitely. But without mental and emotional strength, you cannot go through any storm that you are facing in your life. So when you will be in this kind of situations or this type of feelings or mind patterns appear within you, pile number one, you have to always remind yourself that this doesn't matter because you are both in the same boat. And the thing is that the wheel of fortune is all the time spinning. So if today they are wealthier, you are going to be wealthier tomorrow. And at the end of the story, it is all yours from both of you. So there is no I, you, there is we. So you are all the time pushing and working in the same direction for the same goal. Excuse me. So moving to this Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords. In this deck, it is very specific because usually this card represents something else. But in this deck, how I see it here in this scenario for you, pile number one, I could say that from time to time there could be some things, events, something could happen within your relationship that is hidden. Some kind of things that your partner don't tell you right away, or they keep aside. It could be that they don't want to show their vulnerable side. So it could be that they have some parts of themselves that they feel if they expose it to you, that maybe you could use it against them. And it is not because they don't trust you, it is because of the patterns of behavior of the past experiences that they have been through. So every time when they expose themselves, when they open themselves, those kind of things, these kind of things, it is something that it is like we see frozen within them, something deep. It is something deep frozen. They freeze this within them, and it is very hard for you to reach it. And this could be also frustration, because you want to know your partner deep and you want to know everything about them, and you know when this happens because you feel that cold facade. You feel that some kind of coldness, something is like imprisoned in the eyes within them that you cannot reach, that you cannot touch, you cannot see. And this could frustrate you, pile number one. And as advice to this situation, I can tell you that what will work beautiful in relaxing them and in helping them to open up is music. So your partner is going to be very, very sensible on the music. And you will know your partner when the time comes, when these things happen, you will know exactly what music your partner loves and what relaxes them and what affects them the most. And this is the tool that you can actually use for both of you to connect two of you and to relax both of you. And then slowly and gently, little by little, step by step, not aggressive, you can get inside within this ice cube and slowly start to melt it. And this will help you and them parallel. So the music is like a trick. The music is the door, something that will help you to open up this frozen cube that they have within themselves, things that they are protecting because they are afraid. So pile number one, this is your reading. And as I can see, yes, of course, there are some frustrations there, but I also don't see anything that cannot be resolved. And I see that if you go with patience and with love in your heart, and if you cherish and value your partner, and that love and appreciation is mutual, of course, then I think that all of those little challenges will be overcome without any problem between two of you. I'm very, very happy with this reading. I didn't know what will come up, and I always, I'm always surprised because it is always new for me too. And I hope that you found a clarity and a little bit of peace after answering this question, if it was bothering you, of course. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, even comment. If you comment, I really love to read your comments. I read all of your comments, by the way. And if you're already there, I want to say big thank you. The channel is growing very beautifully. You're making me very happy. I'm reading, like I said, everything that you write, and it is really beautiful to listen to your stories. Thank you for being with me, and see you very soon. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Pile number two. Tonight we are going to do a reading that was requested And the person was requesting for me to make a reading that will talk about future marriage frustrations. So this was interesting topic. When I read it, I was thinking, yes, definitely something that is worth checking, because I mean, marriage is full of challenges, and of course there will be some kind of frustrations there as well. But I also wanted to offer the resolutions of those frustrations as well. So we are going to take some oracles, and we are going to see how we can resolve things that will trouble us. So that is the purpose of this reading. To firstly discover what frustrations we are going to experience in our marriage, and then to see what solutions and in which way we could resolve these frustrations in our marriage. So let's see your cards, pile number 2. We have 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups, interesting. 7 of Cups, very interesting. The World, Page of Wands, Barrier, Forgive, Gratitude, Intuition, and Reflect. Okay, so let's start pile number 2. With this 5 of Cups here, I see that frustration could be that you and your future spouse, you could come to some kind of challenges where maybe they don't have a really good sense for things like you do. Maybe they don't have a good, I would say, feeling about judging the people. They don't have that in themselves, you know. They don't recognize who is a good person, who is a bad person. And they have a little bit of problem with that. So I would say that your partner trust people easily, or they enter in some kind of relationships or friendships, I mean, that type of or business relationships with people who are not actually positive, and they don't want positive, you know, outcome for them or you or anyone else, because they are not simply good people. But the thing is that your spouse don't have that detector within themselves. And this could be the frustration here in your marriage, I sense, that in a way, because of the lack of sight, they could choose people who could hurt them and do things to them that will affect them, but also you know, as their spouse, because it could affect their home. I feel that most probably it will affect mostly them, and they will always be very, very disappointed, because they will invest some kind of trust and positivity in these people, thinking that they are good, that they are great, that they can benefit them, that they can have some kind of mutual balanced relationship. But then those people will either abandon or betray, you know, like knife on the back type of people. And this can happen 1 time, 2 times, but if this starts repeating, that could create frustration, because you will ask yourself, how cannot they learn, you know, not to trust people? Why they don't stop with that pattern of behavior? And this is why we have this barrier under this card, because this is actually the only solution to this, is that you teach them how to put the barriers. So how to put the filter, how to protect yourself from certain people, when to stop talking, when to stop giving, and so on and so on. To simply teach them when it is enough and how to not go too much. Because your spouse do not have that compass within them. And the only way how they can actually learn is that you teach them. Moving to this 9 of Cups, beautiful card, but also a little bit chaotic card when these things are in the topic. Why? Because it could be that either you or your spouse have too many ideas that you want to pursue. So it could be you, it could be them. I cannot now concretely define. I have more feeling that it is about them, but it could also be reversed, so take it with a grain of salt. But I will tell you that if we are talking about them, they will want to do too many things at the same time, or they will be attracted to many things. This is good. Enthusiasm is very good, and it is very necessary. And people who have that enthusiasm and many ideas, they are innovative, they are creative, they have all sorts of values that other people don't, and they are beautiful inside. Those people are usually dreamers, and they are visionaries, and they are innovators as well. So those people are really specific and very unique, and I personally adore that type of people. But their problem could be that they cannot decide what exactly. They cannot choose one thing to go with. And then because of that, they split themselves on many sides. And then they cannot physically, mentally and emotionally, they cannot be consistent in all of those things. So this could also be one of the frustration in your marriage, because somebody's intention is going to be a little bit split. I have a feeling like this is connected with work, but again, it can be something else. And with this forgive card, it is giving you basically advice that you understand that your spouse is like that. They are like that. This is the essence of their being. They are extremely enthusiastic person. And like we see, they are trusting everyone. So they have a really good heart. They are quite pure, as I can see. And because of that, they are naive as well. And when they come into this situation, it is somehow like they lose themselves because they want all. They want to do all. They want to create all. They want the best. At the end, they want the best. They want to bring the best to you and to them and to everyone. So their intention is very good. But they got lost in the process. And what is advising to you is that you forgive them. Point number 2, simply, you forgive them that they do those kind of little mistakes on the way. Because at the end, like I said, they're really doing everything for the betterness of everyone. Their intentions are very positive and pure. So how you cannot forgive this person? Yes, I know it could create some kind of frustration, but you will have to accept that this is a part of their character. And when you will accept that, and when you will forgive them those little things, then also that frustration will not be anymore there. With the 7 of Cups, we see a very similar story. So very similar vibe here. It is connected more with wishes. So this person here, they are dreaming about things. They want to make their dreams come true, and they are doing everything they can that they succeed in that. They are dreaming big, because we see also that this place has this light at the end of the tunnel, we could say, and that they are looking up, they are reaching up through it. And we see so many steps, so many levels. They are not afraid. They know what it is waiting for them, but they are looking up, they are going up. Now, with gratitude here, and what could be frustration? Frustration could be that your future spouse is going to live a lot in their head. They're going to spend a lot of time fantasizing, dreaming, and imagining things. Because that is how they are, and it is going very perfectly with the rest of this reading. They are a dreamer. And instead of being maybe frustrated or sad that they are spending so much time in their head, the advice here is to find the gratitude within this, because people who don't dream, they don't manifest their dreams. You know, people who don't dream, they don't live. You have to dream so that you could have something, some kind of hope, some kind of something that you want to do, that you want to manifest in this lifetime. If you don't have anything, then what? What is the purpose of your, life? You have to have something that inspires you, something that makes your heart sing, something, And this person definitely has it. I don't know, I so feel some kind of Aquarius vibe. It doesn't have to be, of course, but I have to mention it. So this person is a big dreamer, and you should find within yourself really a gratitude that you are with them, because they are always going to be optimistic, and they are always going to pull you up and push you up. They're always going to pull you up and push you up. And this person is a very supportive person as well. So don't be distracted and fooled by the one part that you see, and that is that they are dreaming too much and fantasizing too much, and they are living in this head space, because this is necessary for them so that they could, do things, manifest things, and accomplish things. So moving to this world card, I could say that the challenge and frustration could also be, now I feel two different energies. For some of you, it is going to be directly internet. So it's going to be that your person is going to spend a lot of time online. And this could be, again, many things. We are not going into that depth of the details. But it could be that they are communicating with other people, friends, they're all the time communicating with people. It could also be connected, for some of you, it could be connected with work, that they are working a work that is online, that they need to be all the time online, they need to be all the time available, and that internet is always on. So they are 24 hours on. They are 24 hours available for others. And this could be frustration. For the third group, third energy that I feel, it could also be that your partner is traveling a lot. So they are traveling, again, because of the work or other reason, but some kind of trips. They need to all the time go, there and there, and then there and then there, and they're all the time in moving. They are going. However, for me, what resonates the most, what I feel as the strongest energy here, all three are there, but what I feel the strongest is that internet connection and being available 24 hours. And this frustration could be present there, but with this card of intuition here, the advice that I see from this card is that basically you need to regulate the time. If you regulate the time in the healthy, balanced way, and if you say like this, for example, okay, your work, I will now give that example. Your work you have to be 24 hours online and available, okay. But let's make 2 hours within that day are 2 hours. In that time, within that time, you are not going to be available. And you are going to say that, okay, 22 hours I'm going to be available, but those 2 hours I have obligations. So the thing is that you need to create this circle, this space of time between two of you within this this dynamic of life. Because if you don't do that, you're going to distance. And this is actually where frustration comes from. Because when they are all the time there, they are not with you, and then they're distancing. Basically, you feel like that distancing, and you feel like you are being abandoned, and then you are distancing yourself. And this This is not good for the relationship, and this needs to be somehow fixed and bridged. So what is giving you with this card of intuition is that you need to listen to your needs. If what you need from your partner, that is what you need to actually ask from them. So the 2 hours in the day is just one of my examples, but you will actually know what is your true need. It could be that they take a time to massage you. It could be that they take a time for your intimate nights, or it could be for some of you the need that you go to the dinner from time to time. It will be a different need for all of you, so you know what I'm talking about when I say your own needs. And this is the only way how you can actually remove this frustration, to create some kind of balanced time that will be implemented within this time here. And with this card, Page of Wands at the end, frustration could be that your person will sometimes be a little bit immature. But we already saw that here within this profile, because they are going to be fascinated with new things over and over again. This could be a new work. This could be a new project. This could be a new person, new friend. It will be like every time something new arrives, they get this fascination with that thing or with that person. And this could be very frustrating for you, because you already see where it is going, because you see that some patterns are all the time in loop repeating and you are tired of it. And then you already see, aha, okay, so new person again, now this cycle is going to be repeated, and they're going to hurt them, and then you have to be there to again teach them the barriers and so on and so on. So you have a feeling like this, it is a loop. And you see it, but they don't see it. Sometimes they are really like that. Like they are so immature. They seem like them. They are not immature, but at these moments, they are. And then you go like, okay, no, again, this is happening. So this could create a little bit of frustration. But again, with this card reflect, you're receiving direct advice that you need to literally sit with your person and reflect everything to them. If it is needed, again, to remind them what happened here, what happened with that person, what happened with that thing, what happened with that job, and how it was, and how they were behaving, and where that behavior brought them. And this is basically reflecting. This is talking about everything that happened in the past, so that they would receive this kind of reminder, so that they would not, repeat the same things. You will basically have to have a little bit of patience with them. But pile number 2, when you look at this person and when you look at this reading, you see that these frustrations are actually small things that are there, but they're part of their personality. You can see that this person is not evil, or they're not doing things on purpose, and they're not doing things to hurt you or to do something. They actually have a very positive intention. They're like that. They are so fiery. They get carried away very quickly, and they are full of their dreams and their visions. They want to do all. But they are trying. You see that they are really trying. So with this beautiful advices that you received, I think that all of these things can be very easily fixed and very easily tolerated. Pile number 2. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I love reading your comments. And if you are there already, I want to say to you, big thank you. My channel is growing and it is beautiful to see, and your comments are really wonderful, very amusing. I love to read them. So I'm very happy that you are around, and to see you around really puts a smile on my face. So have a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and see you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Pile number 3. Tonight we are here with your reading that was suggested to me recently. And the person suggested that I made a reading on the topic of your future marriage frustration. So what kind of frustration you are going to face in your marriage? And I thought to myself that this topic is actually very interesting because let's be real, marriage brings beautiful things, but it also brings that frustration. Two people always have something going on, and of course there will be those kind of things, and there will be challenges as well. And this is so natural, this is so normal. That is life. That there is nothing wrong about that, because in every challenge, in every situation, we learn something. And what is beautiful the most is that we get closer and closer to the person with whom we are having those kind of challenges with. So pile number 3, we are going to see now your cards, and we are going to see what challenges, what things you are going to be going through from time to time, of course, in your marriage. So we have 10 of Swords, we have 6 of Swords, we have 2 of Pentacles, we have 2 of Swords, and we have 3 of Pentacles. So I wanted to bring the meaning and the value to this reading by actually also bringing the resolutions and solutions to these same frustrations that we are going to talk about. So we have Soul, we have Record, Revisit, Remember, and we have Closure. So let's start pile number 3. Okay. So the first frustration that I see that it could be there, that it could happen within your marriage with this 10 of Swords, is that one of you is carrying very, very heavy traumas from the childhood. So if it is not you, then it is your partner. If it is you, then it is you, pile number 3. And because of that, this person is going to be very hard to handle from time to time. I think that this is very important to note, because this person is going to be very, very sensitive, very sensitive. That means that even wrong word, wrong look, wrong happening, wrong, I don't know, situation, ambience can put this person off the track. And this person can be very easily hurt. Now, if this is you, pile number 3, then you will know what I'm talking about exactly. You will know how quickly you react, how quickly you pull yourself, inside of yourself when you feel threatened, and how quickly and easily can people, environment, or situations hurt you. For those who are not that, for those who are not finding themselves in that description, then we are talking about your future spouse who is going to be like that. They are not, or you, depending who went through this type of hardship through life, they are not, and you are not guilty for those things. We cannot be responsible for things that were happening to us. Remember that, pile number 3. And that is why we have this beautiful card of Soul next to this issue, next to this frustration. So if this will frustrate you, if these situations will very frustrate you, you have to look deep, deep into your soul, or deep, deep into the soul of your partner. We have mirror here with a reason. That means that only by deeply understanding from where this type of behavior comes from, we can then start understanding and observing how we can help this person to stop behaving like that, how we can make it easier for them so they don't feel so oversensitive, so that when things are happening, they have more self-confidence, they have more strength and less fear to deal with them. So the resolution is to basically stop a little bit and to reflect a lot. First of all, what you will have to do is to find connection with your partner. You will have to find examples in your life when you felt sensitive and vulnerable and when you felt that you don't have control within your life, and that things or people or ambience can very easily, like kick you out. And by finding this understanding within your soul, you are going to find understanding for them as well. And these things will not frustrate you anymore because you will start to understand them. So instead of frustrating them and yourself, you're going to be there to show them, like a mirror. You're going to show them how the things can be different and how they don't have to react in the same pattern of behavior how they were reacting before. With this Six of Swords here, I can tell you that your partner, your future spouse, is going to have this tendency to pursue some of the things that are, one-man game, okay? And your frustration here is going to be that maybe you will not always be included. What that means, pile number 3, that means that your person is going to have some kind of idea. It could maybe be a business idea, and they will want to accomplish something. And they will be so into it. They will be so into it. Their mind, their heart, their body, everything is going to push and pull towards that goal. They are like, they need to conquest what they had on their mind. And with this being said, you are going to feel a little bit rejected. You're going to feel a little bit aside because you will see them pursuing their goal and they will be too quick. They will move too quick. They will not stop. They will not give you that time so that they would include you, in that action. Now, positivity of this is that their goal is connected with you always. And whatever they are doing for benefit of your marriage and you, okay? But yes, through this persuasion, you could feel a little bit left over. And advice that we receive is this record. Why record? Because you will have to remind your spouse from time to time to sit and to take and catch a breath and to take a pause. And what you will have to do at those moments is to present them what beautiful experiences and things you went together with them, how you were everywhere, how you were present when they did that and that, how you were there when they accomplished that, how you were there when they didn't accomplish something, how you were there when you were laughing together, how you were there when you were crying together. So you will have to remind them in these kind of situations, you will have to remind them that you were always there and that whatever was happening into your life, it was happening to their life as well. That is how it goes. You will have to remind them. And through time, they are going to realize that they have to make that space for you because you are their, must be person. You are there. You are always there. And they're going to realize that more and more, and they're going to open and they're going to let you hold this other part of the rope, here beside them. And you are going to be a part of it. But it will be needed for you to have patience and to do those kind of things. With Two of Pentacles, pile number 3, I see that frustration could appear as well connected with juggling of projects or works. Your person could be managing more than one job, okay? And that could create frustration for you because maybe it will be a little bit overboard, maybe it will be a little bit too much for them to handle. But they will be so sure that they can handle it, that they can do it, that they know what they are doing. They will be totally in it. However, you will know and you will see that what they are doing can work short time. It cannot work long time. So that is something that it could worry you and it could create a little bit of frustration from time to time. But at those moments when you feel that feeling of insecurity, like things could fall apart because you don't like what they are doing, then advice here is to revisit the past and to see how actually this has been repeated before. And never this person actually dropped everything from their hands. And never actually you ended up on the street or in the big, big problem. So no matter how scary, frustrating for you it must look when they are doing these kind of things, like when they are taking two projects at the same time, where the deadlines are very quick, when they need to do this and this and this and they cannot manage, but they're trying, and it seems like they're going to blow everything up. But you have to revisit the past and you have to prove yourself with the past that they were doing that before and they manage. Point number 3, they manage. So it seems like a person actually knows what they are doing. And this frustration is connected with your fear more than with their ability to do this. When we are moving to the Two of Swords, we can see two people like a quarreling. But what is interesting to me on this card and what I love on this card is that when you look at the faces of these two people, you see that they have a slightly, little smile on their face. So to me, this seems like a sweet argument, teasings, these kind of quarrels that are not really serious, but it is like, pinching each other, like teasing each other. So I have a feeling like this could happen a lot in your marriage, that you could know, like all of the parts of each other so well that when this starts, it can happen. Like, oh yeah, your favorite thing is washing dishes. Yes, just like your favorite thing is sitting in front of TV. Like I'm just now giving random example, but it could be like that. Like each other so well that you could little bit, like pinch each other with those kind of things from time to time. And yeah, I mean, this is maybe frustrating sometimes, but I don't see it as a big problem, especially because with this card, remember, I have a feeling like this is maybe how you were doing on the beginning of your relationship. And this is actually what brought you together, this teasing. I have that vibe. Like when you started, it was some kind of teasing. You were teasing each other like, hey, like you're so strong. Now you're, something was there that I feel like it was a spark. The spark between two of you was through that type of flirty, but also, challenging, but also teasing communication. And what you need to do when you come into those moments, you just need to smile. You just need to bring yourself back. You just need to remember, like, yeah, this is how we started. And of course, this is a part of our life. And of course, this we are going to do from time to time because this is us. And actually, the advice is also to chill out, to say to yourself, it is much better to have a person with whom you can tease, with whom you can do these kind of things, than to sit fully, completely alone in the loneliness, not having anyone to talk with. You see, one chair, one table, that's it. So it is like, you need to remember that company brings those kind of things, but company brings this life so much easier and so fun. And with this last card that we see, 3 of Pentacles, I could say that your future spouse problem that you will find as a problem will be maybe a little bit being too generous. And yes, I know it could sound weird. How can somebody be generous and how can this be frustrating? Well, it can be. It can be pile number 3. And it is like when your person wants to help everyone. It is beautiful, it is nice, you love them because they're like that and you cherish that personality about them. But from time to time, you want to protect your resources. I don't know how to say that in the other words. You want to protect your resources and you don't want them to always give to everyone. Like you don't want to feel like a Santa Claus. Yes, you are always on the board when it is helping and you're also like that. You're a very generous person, but you have a feeling for that. You have a feeling when to give and how much to give. And I have a feeling like your person doesn't have that compass so strictly formed within them. So it could happen that your person sometimes give more than they should, and they give to the people that they should not give also. And this could create some kind of frustration within you, because you would be like, well, that's not how it should be. You should think a little bit more deeper to whom you're giving and how much you're giving. I mean, we also need, and we need to think about our family, and we need to think about, our resources. Then when we are set, then we can think about others and other things. I feel that type of vibe. But with this closure, with closure cards, I think that these things should definitely be very well vocalized within your relationship and marriage. So I think that when these things start happening, and if you see that your spouse is overgiving, they don't have that feeling, they don't have that boundary to whom they're giving or how much. They just want to give, because that is in their heart, that is how they are. And this is actually beautiful, because you see that they are pure-hearted, that they are not selfish, that they are sharing, that they are actually a good person. But that can damage as well if it goes over boundaries. So the most important thing is the closure. So you have to, the advice that you are given here is that if it's possible, that you take care of the finances. So that you are the person who is going to make a schedule for whole month costs, plans, and things that are priority, and to literally present them with that plan, to show them, okay, my love, we now need to sit, we need to talk about this month, we need to pay this, we need to do this, and our priority have to be this. Do you agree? Do you agree that we need to do it like that? What do you think about this? Like communication. So it's not like you take finances, you decide, and then you give them how much they can spend. No, that's dictature, and that should not be like that. It is more like agreement. It is more like talking. And I have a feeling like you will have to have patience with them concerning this, because they have a different mentality. Their mind is differently set up than yours concerning these things. So to avoid any kind of frustration with them being overgiven or overgiving, then you will have to do some kind of restrictions within the finances by yourself. But I think that will fix this problem very easily. And I think that it will be even easier for them, because I think that they don't want to deal with those kind of things. They are somehow somebody who loves to provide and who loves to bring the money. But when it comes to those kind of things, I think that you are much, much better. And I think that you are going to do this role perfect. Pile number 3. This is your reading, and I must say that it was very interesting reading. We never know what is going to come up, and for me it is always new. So I love and enjoy listening the new scenarios that are coming. The messages that I'm transferring that needs to come to their place. It is a very beautiful feeling, and I'm very happy to do that for you. I wish to tell you that if you are new to my channel, I would really appreciate you subscribing, liking, sharing, anything that could contribute to my channel growth. And for everyone that are already following me, I want to say big thank you and welcome to my channel, and I'm so happy to have you. And for those who are there long, I love reading your comments, I love seeing you around, and you're making me very happy. So pile number 3. See you very soon with the new videos, and I hope you're going to stay very well and optimistic. See you soon. Bye.